Alright, that's enough of that. Let's before then, let's have a quick group session in here.
Alright.
Come on in.
Come on, bitch.
Y'all go ahead, and this is important that we get to this here, so TJ, go put on guy clothes.
Okay.
And everybody else, just grab a seat there.
We still
seat there. The challenge is postponed for now, okay? We're postponed. Advance, probably play the background on this one. If you can film through the opening, that'd be helpful. But this is part of the. This is less part of the 70s stuff and more part of the social experiment. I want to see how we do with group dynamics. So this is our group session. Just call it group. And in group, we don't call them rules, okay? We don't have rules. We have mutual understandings. So one of the mutual understandings is that if you want to talk to somebody, it's not the person you're sitting next to. You have to talk from pretty much so find a seat that's facing them, so you're facing the person you're talking to. That's pretty important to this. The other thing is that we need to have a certain level of honesty and sincerity with this. So I'm not doing a silly voice. I'll probably take the hat off too. We're not trying to do jokes so much. I'm sure the TTS will keep coming in, but just do your best to ignore it. But we want to get to, we want to have real conversations here. We want to be talking about real stuff.
Rolling and wheeling, stealing and dealing, Big Joe. All people, it's a police, might be so Big Joe.
Hopefully we can get to somewhere good. So is there any grievances that anybody has? Is there anything that anybody wants to air out?
I really didn't mean to make Megan leave.
Yeah.
I swear to you I didn't, and it wasn't anything against her. It's just a lot of different stuff built up, and it's yeah, I kind of snapped.
Well, what do you think you did specifically?
She thought that me yelling was directed at her when it was more so the whole situation, because everyone kept blaming me for the hog tying Christmas game getting more and more intense. And after that, plus the zip ties cutting off my blood circulation to the left hand, it was I finally get out, and it's yeah, I'm done, fuck you. And none of that was because of me. And then, finding
we gotta speak up in here too, I forgot.
And then, finding out that someone ruined my eggnog was also not good.
I'm sorry, about the eggnog one more time?
When someone ruined my first batch of eggnog, that also sent me over the edge.
That was Santa Claus who ruined your eggnog. Let's talk about people who are here. What, Jimmy, do you have any beef with anybody in the house?
Reminder to speak up. You must be louder than your normal voice in group sessions.
Not currently, I wouldn't say beef.
What did you have?
Varying levels of trust.
Who's the person in the house you trust the least? And speak up, Jimmy.
Honestly, Cole, just because I know that Cole drank way more than one glass of milk. And it's bro, I had to improvise to finish up that eggnog. I beg you, please don't drink that milk.
Well, you're sitting across from Cole and talk to him. Tell him what you think.
I've been drinking milk in here since day one.
I know you've been drinking milk in here since day one, but I'm just saying, Cole, it's I told you not to drink.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You told me one time after I was already drinking it.
Yeah, you were about to drink it. You said...
And I said I had one, and I did have one in the small glass.
Well, then how did more milk disappear?
It's not my problem. Someone else must have had the milk.
Did anyone else here have the milk?
Not me.
I had one glass.
You've had one glass of milk the whole time?
Well, no. In this instance.
From the gallon of milk that I used the rest of to make the eggnog, which did turn out pretty good despite me having to improvise.
I think you misjudged how much milk was in it.
It was a full gallon, Cole.
It was not full.
Oh, yes, it was, Cole.
How does it make you feel, Jimmy, accusing you of drinking more milk than you should have?
He's saying he trusts you the least in the house because of the milk that you drank.
I can see why. I can see why you don't trust me. We weren't off to the greatest start. We've improved greatly. As for the milk, I don't know what to tell you.
Obviously, mind you, take a lot of it with a grain of salt. Like I said, there's no one here I really have any true beef with.
I mean, but you just said you trust Jimmy the least. Are you guys on good terms?
I'd say
I think
decent
so.
terms.
Decent, yeah, decent. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's all.
Do you have some kind of alliance that you're all kicked off the show?
No,
That's
Are you
fine.
sure?
I could have sworn you did.
no, I don't.
Are you lying?
No, I don't lie. I was beaten out of me when I was a young child. Even during times when I was telling the fucking
You
truth.
gotta speak up, Jimmy.
I said even during times when I was telling the truth.
Probably
I was
louder,
still
Jimmy.
beaten. Even during times when I was telling the fucking truth, I was still beaten for lying.
What about the conversation that you, Brian, and KC had in bedroom 3 this morning?
All that Brian was saying is that he doesn't want to fucking leave before Drew leaves. That's it.
There's more to that conversation. You should elaborate. I think Cole would like to know what you guys
I
are saying.
would like to know.
Make sure you say it in a way that sounds like you don't have an alliance to get Cole kicked off the show.
All that Brian was saying is that he refuses to leave now. He just wants to make sure that he at least leaves after you because he's just done with everything and he's very pissed off.
Oh, that reinvigorates me. I'm staying as long as I can.
Yes.
You just yell, you just jump in, Trish, you got something
You
to say.
just said a minute ago that you wanted to go home, though.
Yeah, but it's fast paced here, and your mind changes a lot.
Who do you trust, Cole?
The most or the least?
Who do you
Both.
trust? Yeah, both.
It was both.
The most, Shinji.
Cole, body language, Cole, body language.
The most Shinji, the least Brian, of course.
The least Brian?
Yes.
Why?
We've been butting heads, but we can still be okay. It's just trust. The trust is low.
No, that's fair. That's completely fair. I understand that. It's a competition. Like, you know, you don't want to, like, you shouldn't be trusting everybody that's kind of a fuck up, you know?
Yeah, speak up, guys. Okay. CK, what do you make of all this? You got beef with anybody in the house?
No, not really. Like,
No?
Like maybe like yesterday was like different, but like honestly, I'm okay.
Didn't Trish throw human shit on you?
That was human.
She tried, but she missed.
I wasn't allowed to.
She didn't hit me at all, but it's definitely, it got thrown on Brian's shit more than mine. She threw some yogurt on my bed, but could have been worse.
But you're okay with Trish doing all that to you?
I wouldn't say okay, it was really disrespectful, but just the name of the game, I kind of saw it coming with how I introduced myself yesterday.
Do you think you're a stronger competitor than Trish is?
I don't know.
What do you think, Trish?
Do I think I'm a stronger?
Do you think you're better than her? Who do you think is going to last longer in the competition, you or CK?
I think I will.
Don't forget to speak up.
Yeah, speak up.
I think I will
Why?
because I've made.
Can you look at CK while you're talking about her?
I made my place in this show. I felt like I've done a lot. So.
All you've done is just try fucking Brian. That's not really a whole lot.
Brian wanted to fuck me, sorry.
What do you think about that? Brian wanted to fuck her.
Just how men are sometimes.
You're okay with that? You don't care that he did that?
I
Shrug.
don't care.
Little louder. You don't
I
care?
said I don't care.
Brian, she doesn't care that you wanted to fuck Trish.
I mean, like,
Imagine what you can get away with. Jeez Louise.
well, we're not dating, so it's not a matter of, like, getting away with stuff, but, like, I mean, I understand, like, that's gonna piss you off. Like, I know. Like,
A little louder.
I understand that's gonna piss you off. Like, you can say you don't care. Like, I know you care a little bit. Like,
Well, yeah, of course I fucking care.
I know.
Why the fuck you think I'm here?
I know why you're here. I know very well why you're here.
Why are you here?
A little louder, Brian.
I know very well why you're here. Like, I do. Like, I get why you came, but I still think that was a really, really bad idea on your part. Like, a really, really
Fair.
fucking bad idea.
Yeah.
What, coming on the show?
Yeah.
Why was it a bad idea?
Not even because of, like, beefing with me. It's just, like, do you not realize what you're getting into? Like, this is intense.
It's a competition.
Yeah. Like that's the biggest thing. I'm like worried about your mental health. It's like all that other bullshit. Like we've been through that before, and like if we don't get back together, if I move, like that's part of life. That might fucking happen. That's not my fucking concern right now though. Like you know how bad shit is for me back home. Like you know I have other things I need to fucking focus on right now, rather than something that we tried for 7 years and didn't work out regardless. Like I'm not saying I don't love you. I obviously fucking love you. Like that's obvious, but. The matter of being 27 and working at fucking Texas Roadhouse, and me and you just like working restaurant gigs. You know, I graduate from fucking college and I still can't get a real fucking job. Like I'm under a lot of fucking pressure, like a fucking lot of pressure. So like, I'm sorry if my mind goes elsewhere. Like I have to like focus on not having a fucked up future, not being homeless, like being able to like have kids and provide for them. Like I'm sorry, but like this is like crunch time for me. I'm almost fucking 30 and nothing to show for it. Like that's a tough thing to wake up with every day.
What do you think, Trish? You think they're a good pair?
I can't speak for them, but like obviously like they have their own issues to resolve. Do I think her choice to come on this show is the right decision? No. But like I understand that she did it for her reasons.
I'll go later.
Make sure you make eye contact when you're talking, Trish. That's one of our understandings.
Okay.
Do you think that they should? Do you think they belong together? Do you even like her? Do you like her personality?
I don't really know her. I've only known her for a day and a half.
Oh, come on.
Brian and Key are the perfect couple. You both suck and should leave.
I don't know her, but I just feel like her being in this show, it kind of, she's just watching over Brian the whole time. And I don't know.
Now remember, one of our understandings here, you gotta make eye contact with the person you're talking about. And also, don't flutter about looking for a nice way to word things. If you don't like somebody, you gotta let them know.
I feel like I don't like you, but then like,
you're not even fucking looking at me.
Because I'm like trying to think about it.
Trish will always be known for smashing the soup kitchen guy, Trish Ladyboy, Trish balding, Trish Sharpie eyebrows.
I don't know you, so I really can't like this. I don't even know you, so.
CK, what do you think about Trish?
I know enough about her. I don't even know anymore.
What do you know? What do you know about Trish? Silence is not an option. We have to come to an understanding here.
Under drains of energy. Also, fucking Trish isn't much of an accomplishment. Common cup bride now. Shinji master race.
Brian,
That's not really how I answer. I'm just like mad, or I'm still mad with the situation.
the situation being Brian and Trish fucking? I see. Do you think you can get over that?
Trying.
Does anybody else have anything to say about this little love triangle that we have going on here? TJ?
TJ, what would your advice be to CK? Look at her and tell her. What's your advice to CK?
Make sure you look at her and speak
Can
up.
we start singling out Taylor, please? Taylor, when do you plan on doing something noteworthy? Thanks, Bae.
So, I don't know, my advice would be to...
Is he doing eye contact?
Brian, your girlfriend is mad ugly. Actually ugly as fuck.
Advice
Trish
would
is at least hot. They both have shit
try
personalities.
to lay low. Try not to start anything, I guess.
Every time that Brian speaks, I let out an audible sigh. I love you, Shinji. Cole, you are cool too.
Try to be cool under all the pressure,
J.
You think she's doing a good job, TJ?
Yeah. I think she's staying cool.
Bitch, you nasty, nasty bitch.
We were having, she was pretty cool and communicable and stuff.
You're saying CK was pretty cool?
Yeah.
When?
When we were having girl time upstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what's your advice to Trish? What are you going to say to Trish? Anything?
Ryan, Trish, and CK. All three of you are bug-minded waste of oxygen gutter stuff people.
I don't know.
You're all wasted potential
I think
JJJ.
I think you're a resilient person. I don't know, just... I don't know.
Look at her.
Just, keep your head strong and you should be good, I think.
Can I note that I didn't know they were still together?
We're not still together.
And that.
Like, we're not.
Sure.
Brian clarifying that they are no longer together.
Okay.
CK, thoughts?
I know we're not together.
Can you say it louder?
I said I know we're not together.
So in theory, Brian didn't do anything wrong when he fucked Trish.
So they did fuck.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. That's the conclusion that I draw.
Yeah, because I'm hearing otherwise from both.
Cole,
From
can you roll some
him.
advice to Beta Brian, please? Roll call.
Did you and Trish fuck?
No.
We didn't fuck.
We almost, I'll be honest, we almost fucked, but we didn't. Like, so, yeah. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. This is a great venue for this. But yeah, like,
I didn't want to do this here.
Well, that's
I didn't think they'd do this to me here.
That's why, okay, like,
None of us thought
you're kind of stupid for that. Like, I'm not trying to be an
Like, why
asshole
won't
right
you
now,
just leave and
but you're
let
kind of
Trish and
fucking
Brian
dumb
be
for that.
happy? I don't
Like,
think
you knew
anyone
what this
even wants
show
you here.
was.
Get lost.
You knew what this show was. Like, you know the type of people involved in this, and you think, like, oh yeah, they're gonna try to fix a relationship they know nothing about. Why the fuck would that benefit them? They don't care about that.
They
why
want
would you? Yeah, why would you come on here? Like, coming on here thinking it's gonna be something positive is insane.
Okay, you're fucking right.
And chest becomes
Sorry, you want me to fucking tell you?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I reacted the way I did. I was like, why did you do this to yourself? Like, you could be mad at me or just get over me back home, or we could, like, just hash shit out or whatever the fuck. But, like, there's bigger things at play. Like, I'm just talking about this fucking show.
Why did you go on this show?
You know, like, again, we've been over this. Like, you know how much fucking pressure I am. Like, back home, it is fucked for me. And I know I keep fucking talking about that. I know I'm a broken record with that shit, but it
I
is.
haven't seen this many retards sitting
And
in
the
a
fact that
circle
you
since
thought
I
coming, you're
lobbed
like,
a
oh, I
grenade
wanted to,
into a
like,
special ed
what the
class.
fuck would that
Drink
fix?
zip,
Like,
champ.
I'm sorry, but, like, what the fuck would that actually fix?
Brian, what do you value more, your reputation or mending the relationship with your ex-girlfriend?
I guess my reputation. Yeah, my reputation. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's forever.
Brian W. set that bitch straight.
I know, but I get it. That's fine. You can be as mad as you want about it.
Like,
That's
this
like,
is
why?
7 years.
Yeah, I know it's 7 years and it didn't work out.
I'm gonna remember this.
I know you'll remember it, but it was 7 years and it didn't work out. Why the fuck would I just keep being like, all right, well, it didn't work out. My life's been dog shit the entire fucking time. All these opportunities keep passing me by, like all this type of shit. And neither of us push each other to do any fucking better. You know we don't do that. We don't push each other to do any better than we're at. So why the fuck would I be like, oh, let's just go back to that, maybe it'll be okay. Like,
I want to do better with you.
Yeah, that's fine. We've been on and off like 3 fucking times throughout that 7 years. And what happened every fucking time that we got back together? The same exact bullshit. Why would it be different now?
Brian claws his way to almost getting a W, then follows it up with, hey, everything back home is fucked for my crime.
You're losing him, CK. He's slipping away.
Oh, look, more couples counseling with Soup Boy and his aunt.
What are you gonna
He only
say?
cares about himself. He don't care about me.
A little louder, CK, please.
He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about me.
Look at him when you talk.
He only cares about himself.
Brian got these bitches.
He doesn't care about me.
7 years and it's over,
That's
bitch.
fair to say.
Shut up, CK.
I feel like
Mary
he cares more about his
TRISHMAS.
Yeah, like my
Brian
future
W.
is
Soup
fucking like,
Kitchen W.
I mean, like Caroline, relationships are relationships. Like do you not understand like how like bad things get when you fuck up this much for this long?
7 years.
Okay, like it's
7
you
years.
see
and
the
he's
housing
finally
prices
free.
you
You
see,
keep grasping
like
it.
the job. Like I mean, are you
Why should
kidding
he
me?
care about you, CKJJJJ?
Why would you want to just be like? Why would you just want to like suffer and be broke together our whole like? Fuck that. I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
But we haven't come to an understanding yet.
Why the fuck
I don't
is
fucking care
Santa
about
here
it.
for this?
What?
This is about my fucking feelings. It's not my personal life. I don't know want to fucking talk about this here.
Well, this is why the fuck would you come on here for that then? That is exactly one of the first fucking things I said when I hugged you was like, why are you here?
Brian,
like, are you this
actually
dumb to
fucking
fall
dumb?
for that?
Give your nuts a pull and pull your head.
Yes, I am. You're right, Brian.
I don't want to be right, but like, yeah, I am. Like, look at what's happening now. Like, you think this would be like a vacation where you just get to hang out with me on some fucking cutthroat competition? That's not how this was gonna go. That's why I fucking panicked and like just shredded my skin to get out of that shit to be like, why are you, like, what the fuck are you doing to yourself? Why would you come here?
Why did you come here, CK?
I need an answer.
An answer regarding?
Me and Brian.
Please elaborate. What about you and Brian?
Well, I feel like we're not going to get to an answer until we work things out. So, CK, if you could change one thing about Brian, what would you change about him?
I wish he had more confidence in himself in life. I feel like he would have went farther. Makes me sad.
That's a fair statement.
You have to look at him when you talk. You want?
I think you should have went farther in life.
I
And
agree.
it makes me really sad.
I agree. That was part of why we broke up, is because like it was clear, like, I'm not trying to blame it all on you. It was obviously my own fuck ups, but like we were 1,000% holding each other back. Like anyone on the outside looking in, my parents, our friends, everyone was just like, yeah, like what the fuck are y'all doing?
I just thought these last few months that we were getting better.
Well, you know, it is what it is, Caroline. Like, we've always been really good friends. Like, I hate
And then we go on this fucking show and it's just...
Cold, there's a mystery.
Why, like,
How much
you
of
got
this is real is too shrouded in smoke and deceit.
A little louder, guys. Sorry.
Like, I just don't understand why you think this would be able to do that. Like, you need a fucking answer.
Well, I'm seeing it now because I'm really hurt.
I get that. You needed a fucking answer. Just keep watching the fucking show at home, or just wait until I got back, and then we could have hashed it out. You could have had like this closure without it all being on fucking camera. Like you had, like, why would you
leave. Crack supports Brian over you got to go. Job.
Like, I don't get why you do this. I know it's gonna go like you're choosing these people over that, but it's just like, Caroline, like, we tried this shit.
CK,
and again, like, you really think they're gonna, like, you think, like, after everything you've watched and everything that these people go through on this show, you really think they would call you up on Christmas Eve to surprise? Like, are you kidding me?
Gargling behind Brian's back.
Do you really think this is that type of show? I just don't. I don't know, like, what you were thinking. To be perfectly honest, like, I really fucking don't. I know you said, like, oh, I did it for us. If you're doing it for, like, just stay the fuck home. Like, this was not a good move on your part, Caroline. I'm sorry to use you, but like this was not a good fucking move. And I'm not like trying to be angry at you. I don't hate you. It's none of that shit. It's just like, this was stupid of you. Like, if you were watching the show, you saw all this shit. Like, you saw the Gator Squad stuff, like how intense this gets, and you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll go over there, and then like everything will be fine. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, I wanted to pull you out of here. I don't want to get fucking pulled out. I don't want to leave. You thought you coming here would be like, oh, that's good. Like, fuck that. Coming on here, the biggest reason I came on here is like, this could actually change my future. This could fucking help me out. And you think, oh, a week in, just come back to the old bullshit? Why would I do that? With what, $500 fucking dollars, come home with that? Like, what the fuck is that gonna do for me? Like, you need to start looking at this shit logically. Like, you're okay with just shit being the same all the fucking... I am not okay with that. And I've never been okay with that. And that was always the main fucking problem. And like, I hate that this has to be the venue for this shit. I really fucking do. Like, this is obviously fucked up on multiple fucking levels. Like...
And stop fucking talking.
I'm just trying to talk to you about this shit, because like...
I don't want to fucking talk about it right now.
Well, that's what we have to do. Why would you come on...
It's resolved. I don't want to talk about it.
It's most certainly not resolved. You can cut the tension in here with a knife. I think we should continue clearing the air. If you could change one thing about... Wait, no, we already asked you that. Brian, if you could change one thing about CK, what would you change?
I just wish she wanted more in life. I wish she would have the motivation motivation to like get to that. Like I get it, you make like tips are good money, but like that's like you want to be 40 serving.
No.
So like you have to go to community college. You have to fucking network. You keep talking about wanting to do tattooing. Like you need to do something. Like I get I'm fucking up, but like I at least went to college. I did my shit. I graduated. Like come the fuck on.
I'm sorry I was so selfless over the years and I focused on us and you instead of myself.
That's all right. You know that's fair. You that's fair. All right.
This last few months, all I've been doing is fucking taking care of myself and trying to find myself again.
Snack for Brian.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Wait a second, huh?
You were saying how selfless you are in the relationship.
She was.
I did everything for him. If he wanted something, I'll fucking buy it. If he wanted anything, I would drop whatever I was doing. I'd fucking do it for him. I was his yes man, and he took me for granted.
I did, but like that again, a yes man wasn't what I needed though. Like I needed a kick in the fucking ass, and I
fucking tried, Brian.
I don't
like
know
you act like a.
I don't know why you thought this was a good idea, Caroline.
What would you do for him, Caroline? CK.
What would I do for him?
Yeah, what would you do for him to help him out?
And she would help me with bills. She would run errands for me, which is like that's fucking incredible. Like you don't always get that, and I did take that for granted 100%. 100% I did. I took a lot about you for granted. But regardless of any of that, Caroline, like you know that like I cannot continue living this way. I could not.
I know you can't, and I've tried.
But we have
understanding.
You tried understanding, but there's been no progress with it. Like I just.
What do you mean there's no progress?
How is our life any different from when we met at 19 to now? How are our routines, habits, any of that shit? How is it any different? And it's like, you're talking about like, oh, like, your parents said like, oh, don't go on this show to hurt him. It's like, that's not what I'm fucking worried about. Like, why you thought this would be like a wholesome thing is fucking crazy.
Yeah, like, I see that.
Like, why, like, to think that they would just be like, oh, they're hearing some name, they're hearing some fucking initials on the camera, CK, and they're immediately gonna be like, oh, we care about this girl, we want to do, like, I mean, like, it was obviously for, like, a hilarious bit. It was very fucking funny.
No, just for the content. They don't give a fuck about my feelings. They don't give a fuck.
So then why would you come on? You should have known that. If you saw season 1, and then you started watching this and saw like, oh wow, like by day 3 it's as intense as like fucking week 3 was in the first season. And then you thought like, oh well, they'll do like a little break for this.
They use me for content.
Yeah, Carol, they're using all of us for content. That's how this works. Which is why I didn't want you to fucking show up here. I knew very well that my options were running out. So it was like a torture show where you can get paid. Fuck it, let's go.
Sorry, Brian.
I'm sorry
I never wanted to push you to the spot.
You didn't push me to the spot. I did it myself.
Okay.
All my fuck ups and all that shit is exactly what led me to this fucking moment right here, and I fully understand that. But the fact of the matter is, like, things were not fucking working out at all, and you know this. And then to come on here thinking this is what's gonna fix it, like
producers, massive,
like anyone who's ever watched,
massive, producers.
Like, am I allowed to say like MDE right now?
You can say whatever you want.
All right, like
if it's honest. And not
you've watched, SH's content. You've watched MDE with me. Why the fuck would you think that they would like want to help? Like, I mean, it's insane.
I see where you're coming from.
Like, you didn't think this through at all.
What were you hoping, what was the expected turnout when you came in here? What were you hoping would happen between you and Brian?
I thought we were going to fix things. We were going to get back together and figure things out.
Here? Like here?
Not here per se.
Like just showing up, and then like again, you thought like, oh, I would just like leave with you. To go back to everything else that I've been trying to fucking run away from?
Maybe even if I do leave without you, maybe I'll leave a fucking impression on you.
That's fine. You definitely have. You think you haven't over the last 7 fucking years? Like, I don't want to fucking hurt you. I really don't.
Either.
I know, and I don't want you to get hurt, which is why I'm like, why the fuck would you show up? Like, you think I want to have this happen right now? You think I want to like hash something out that was 7 years of my fucking life in front of a bunch of live viewers? You think I want that? Why the fuck would you want that?
I don't.
But you showed up thinking that's what was gonna happen. Why would you want that? They'll go, I needed an answer. Fucking wait.
I wasn't sure how long I was gonna wait for.
Well, you just gotta sit there and take it. Maybe you should have taken that time and just focused on your fucking self like you said you were trying to do. You know, I'm fucking away over in Rhode Island for like who knows how long. Perfect amount of time for you just to figure your shit out.
I was too worried about you.
Okay, well, don't worry about me. I've already been through all this shit for what, 9 days now? 8 days? What is it?
Day 9.
6 days.
6 days.
No, it's day 9. Jesus Christ.
So 9 days, and you think that like, oh, I'm just gonna quit now? Like, that was your thought? Like, oh, it'd just be bad enough to be like, yep, can't wait to hop on a plane on Christmas Day after all this shit? Like, are you crazy? And you want to take it personally, but it's like, you stay here for fucking 9 days and have all this shit happen to you and get shit on all fucking day. You have that happen and then be like, oh yeah, I'll leave now. Are you fucking crazy?
Brian, how badly do you want to win this competition?
I need to understand it. I don't want to fucking win this shit. I need
Jimmy
to
is counting numbers in his head.
Really fucking
1, Jimmy 2, Jimmy 3, Jimmy 4, Jimmy 5, Jimmy 7, Jimmy 8, Jimmy 9, Jimmy 10 little Jimmys.
I'm sorry.
CK, do you still love Brian?
Of course I do.
Do you think that do you think that he is the man that you want to spend your life with? Is he your life partner in your mind?
Feels like it.
Or is it just, do you just need some measure of security? Are you just grasping at something that's familiar?
I've tried so many times to try to get over you, Brian.
I know.
I don't know.
I mean, that's the way like a fat person talks about food addiction. Like, is Brian being in your life long term, is that something that's going to make you like a fully actualized person? Is it going to make you like a complete, are you going to have a good life if he's the one that you go with?
I think so, but that was the reason why we broke up back in September and I moved out, because we felt like how we are right now, it wasn't going to work out. That we both needed shit we had to work on, and that's why I decided to separate. And then maybe talk about it later down the road when we grow more.
What do you think, Brian? Is this the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with?
You know what? Like, you want to be perfectly honest? We're probably not, in the sense of like we keep breaking up over and over again. Like, do I want to do that the rest of my fucking life? Do I want to like sign papers and like pay for a big fucking wedding and get the fucking government involved when shit doesn't go wrong? Like, I mean, like come the fuck on.
How do you feel, CK?
I feel horrible.
Like, why would you show up? Like, God, that top 3 dumbest things you've ever done is coming on here. Like, this is insane of you to do.
Cole, you raised your hand earlier. Were you going to say something?
Yes.
And by the way, guys, one of the understandings that we have here, you don't have to raise your hand. You can just interject at any time. So please, just jump in.
Okay, so what you're doing here is essentially gambling, right? So instead, well, you're gambling because you're gambling for the prize, grand prize, right? So instead of gambling, I think, and this is not because I don't like you, this is because what you should do, the rational thing, is you should go rekindle, because you're obviously made for each other. and in a good way, and
definitely mean it like that.
You can both build your lives up, and maybe you can go back to college for like 1 or 2 years to get a different.
With what money, man? That's why I'm fucking here.
That's a good.
That could wait.
See, like every solution you bring up to me, I'm like, with what money?
Yeah, because I did say you should move. But
I was like, with what money? Like, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm here for a fucking reason. Like, this is make it or break it for me at this fucking point, man.
Do you have any family? Well, we should talk about that.
Yeah, like what the Jesus fucking Christ.
Are you listening?
Like I'm just like I keep trying to like you, Cole. Like you gotta like tone yourself down to like talk to other people. You can't always just like you can't just constantly try to like big dog everybody in every fucking conversation.
That's what you do.
Is that what I do?
And hey, we're not even talking about me. We're talking about her.
Well, all right. Okay. Does anyone here feel like I big dog them in conversations? Cole's obviously going to feel that way. Does anyone here feel that way?
No.
Because I feel like when I talk to all of you guys, I'm pretty fucking genuine. I fucked up with you. That's fine. We can talk about that later, whatever the fuck. But the whole point is like, I think I'm pretty genuine with all of you guys.
I'm genuine to this part of the room. Over here, it's these two.
That's fine.
But we're okay. Like we can move on and do other things.
Like
And again, it's not even about me. I just had one thing to say, and so I've said it.
You said it, yeah. It's gambling, but like, okay, I'd rather take a fucking gamble than like going back for the sure thing where I'm just gonna fuck up more.
But if you fail to gamble, your life will be even worse.
Yeah, probably, man. But you know what?
So can yours.
Like Cole, I'm so happy for you that like you have had a good life. Like I am really sincerely happy for you for that. Not everyone in this fucking room has had that.
I have more money. My social life is worse.
Cole, with all due
respect, a lot of us find it really easy because we've already had to get over the hurdle of like our own issues personally, and that's what's been driving a bunch of people cuckoo. And it's nothing against you personally. I can see that like you really are trying, but it's like, Cole, I'm gonna be real with you. I would set myself on fire right fucking now if I could have your life, because it's like you didn't have to deal with strangers and authority figures always fucking you up. Always getting in and saying, oh, he's doing good. We're going to take away all this fucking time from him. We're going to completely fuck his mental state to the point where he is in a fucking animalistic state, and then treat him like a subhuman animal for most of his life until enough strangers come forward and say, what the fuck are you doing to your son?
It's a valid point. I'm not even mad at that. I don't even get pulled over, for example, but when I do, it's like, oh, good day. Go on your way.
Well, there's a lot worse than being pulled over, but you don't want to know. I swear to you upon what little I hold dear, that there are some fates that, well, I wouldn't say worst enemies, they absolutely deserve it, but I would certainly not want you to go through even a fucking 5% of what I fucking do.
I don't want to either.
You like, yeah.
Cole, it seems like people in here resent you for having an easier life than them. How does that make you feel?
No, that's not it at all.
Well, please correct me.
I wouldn't say it's resenting.
It's not resenting, it's more so the fact that he has an easy life. I've been in his case where it's like you look at people who are getting bitches, getting money, getting friends, and you feel envious, but you can't just sit there and be pissed at them. You have to think to yourself, what are they doing that I'm not? I still can't get bitches, really. Like, yeah, my body count's bigger than my fucking age. I don't know how the fuck that happened in the span of, like, 10.5 years. What fucking ever. And, like, I'm still fucking learning. I'm still fucking learning, because I was born with, like, genetics where everyone will look at me and be like, yo, this man's clearly a fucking serial killer because of Hollywood. And it's like, I always have to fucking prove myself to strangers. I just look and sound scary. It's not resentment as to how good of a life he has at home and how much his family loves him and takes care of him. It is more so the fact that his solutions are very petty, they're very materialistic, when in reality, the real solutions that Cole needs need to come from within himself so that he can look in the mirror and say, okay, this is how I'm fucking up. It's going to be brutal. It's going to suck. But by God, I swear to you upon what little I hold dear, that is the fucking truth, Cole. You have all the strength in the fucking world. You have all the fucking money.
I'm not even mad.
No, I understand. I'm not saying you're mad. But it's like, again, you just have to think, it's like, it's not You just have to get over your own personal hurdles, your own personal flaws, and you have to be honest with yourself. Don't mention them here. Don't mention them here. Do not mention them here. But you have to talk to yourself in your head. You have to figure out, yo, this is how I'm fucking up. Think about all the different fuck-ups you've had. Use your hindsight. It's gonna suck. I fucking hate having to use hindsight because I relive that shit in 4D. And each time I think, wow, I really shouldn't have trusted my own fucking mother half the time. And that's not to be a woe it's me, but I hope that got through to you.
I wouldn't even call it resentment, man. It is just like a matter of you don't seem to know how to talk to people. Like you're very used to what I would imagine is like your own social circle and no shit. Like I imagine many of your friends are also like wealthy and they have families that love them and have all this shit. Like I don't know how surrounded you are by people like this. I'm not saying everyone's life here is all fucked up, but like obviously we're here, so things aren't going that great.
Well, remember, I went to a public school. I hung out. Why do you think why do you think I was a fan? Like I watched humor like this and hung out with people that were like you.
Okay.
When I was younger, right?
Right.
But so then I went to the private school. I didn't fit in with them as much as I wanted to desperately. So
private school kids are a bunch of cunts. Trust me, you're better off without them. I went to private school too.
But you're not wrong. I mean,
yeah, like it's not even like again, it's literally not resentment towards you. I've tried. Like how many times have I shook your hand and like tried to actually like you? Here's a lighter. Right. It's just like, dude, you just don't really seem to understand like what other people have to go through. Like it's a joke to you. It's not like people like. It's not
a show. It is a show.
Well, it is a show, but like to you, it's a joke. Like these people's personal lives. Like it can be a joke to the fucking fans.
And maybe this is something I should say is that I can't tell when you're joking about it or not.
Well, take this seat right here closer. You're more away from him.
I'm glad you can't tell. That's fucking fantastic. Thank you for letting. Like that's actually great that you can't fucking tell.
Here you go.
That works out for me in the long run of something like this. But the other thing too is though, it's like you think I would make up a bunch of shit that's like humiliating.
It's a strategy to.
That's a really fucked up strategy unless you're like guaranteed to win. Like that's a crazy fucking move, man.
Yeah.
Do you think their envy is warranted, Cole?
I was gonna hand you that, but you didn't cigarette.
I guess, yeah.
Thank you. Do you take it as envy or self-pity?
Themselves pitying themselves?
Correct.
Both, but more. Both.
I promise you I don't envy you because you've never once tried to be like, yo, you've never tried to force your morality on me. And you're not like one of the fucking cunts on the internet all the fucking time demanding that everything be censored, everything be boring, that everything be expensive. Like there is good in you. If there wasn't good in you, believe me, you have no fucking clue about it.
Wait, Jimmy, would you say you have no fucking clue what?
What I would have done to you by now.
What would you have done to him?
That's classified.
Okay. If what?
If I truly envied you like you think I do, because it takes my strong suit's wrath if we're going to like the deadly sins. But like if for someone to make me envy them and want to be like, you know what, I'm gonna turn you to a fucking Stephen Hawking, you have to go above and beyond fucked up.
Why, someone would turn you into Stephen Hawking?
That I would turn into Stephen Hawking.
Go pee real quick.
You would turn into Stephen Hawking?
No, I would turn the person who I'm envious of into a Stephen Hawking because they're that horrible and they need to learn what it means to suffer in this life.
Do you know what envy? Envy means like jealousy.
Yes, and when you have a bunch of spoiled cunts who get to live off of mommy and daddy's money, still get to live at the parents' home, can get on a fuck ton of heroin, and their parents won't even treat them like a subhuman animal, and like still let them stay at home. It's like, no, you want to fucking bitch about like how your life is so sad. You get to fucking tour around to Japan and take
I'd like to say that not everyone who even has a little bit of money is like that. My parents are more like like Asian immigrant style, like they beat me if I did any.
No, believe me, like like I always told my friends, like my parents are rich. I'm not fucking rich. I'm in the same.
I've met people though where they can get there's a son. Well, I shouldn't say that. Well, I should. There's a son of an extremely powerful guy I know in Arkansas, and he just like smokes crack. And his dad just does nothing. You know, they're
no, exactly. That's the people. That's the people I'm talking about. The people who have the audacity to then turn to like people like me, you, everyone here, and just be like, "Oh yeah, my life is oh so sad. Let me just make everyone else's life shit because I can't get over myself."
But you would be envious of this person?
The spoiled fucking brat. Yes.
Yeah. You would want to like switch places with them.
In the sense where I can do infinitely better with the resources they have. Yes. Like my life would be fucking fixed. I wouldn't have to deal with nonstop flashbacks.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to be a crackhead.
No, I would not. I would not be smoking crack. It's like
stuff.
I would take the golden cards they have and I would play them right.
Got it.
Cup.
I mean, I would imagine. What would you do with the cards that Cole's been dealt?
Well, I mean, for one thing, obviously my parents beat the shit out of me a fuck ton of times too, and I.
But I'm just
Cole,
saying.
Can you swap with Trish seats, real quick?
What did I do?
I mean, there have just been a lot of moments. I mean, there's just been a lot of moments where like you're MIA, and I'm like, damn, like where's Cole in the middle of all this? Like, it's like nothing personal, dude, but it's just like you know. And after everything with like whoever the fuck got in my bag that had my underwear in it.
That was actually not me.
Do you know who that was?
No,
how do you know it wasn't you?
Because I didn't do it.
I mean, but like, I don't give a fuck who did it. I'm just saying, like, it was weird, it was uncomfortable and uncalled for, and I'm just putting it out there for everybody that just really put me on my toes. I mean, I was already on my toes to begin with.
I've done a lot of mischievous things. I did not do that.
I mean,
I did.
It just
I did on Megan's. I regretted it. I only messed with Megan once.
You messed with Megan's underwear?
No. I threw. What was it?
We're giving you. You have a chance now to come clean about the Taily underwear thing, and you won't be judged for it.
I actually did not.
Okay.
Seriously. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and even then, it's like I don't give a fuck like who did it specifically. It's just like, don't fuck with my underwear. Like that's. It's just,
what does it mean?
I mean, no, but like you laugh. Like.
Yeah, because it's fucking. It's crazy that you have to ask that, and also like Cole. I just said you have a chance to like fess up to it, and nobody's gonna judge you, and you're still like, it wasn't me.
Because it wasn't.
So still like that as if he did.
Hey, if we can go around and say other things, I'll tell you if I did it.
Oh, I figured. I mean, and even then, like, even if it was you that did it, bro, I really don't give a fuck. Just, like, don't fucking touch my underwear, man. Like, you had to dig through my back. I mean, but you have your palms up. Like, I watch Criminal Psychology.
Because you all think that I did it. You know, I don't like accusations.
I mean,
even though I'm doing a lot of stuff around the house.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it definitely put me on my toes even further than I was. I mean, I just don't appreciate people touching my fucking underwear. Like, it could literally be anything else other than my crochet shit.
Can you explain how it even went? Because I didn't even ask. You're under, like it was moved. And
I mean, because you were real quiet too when all of it went down. Like,
I'm quiet most of the time. I have my moods. Sometimes I'm really quiet.
And
sometimes
I get that.
I'm
Like, everybody needs their private time, but like, you did know where my spandex were, even though I cleaned the entire kitchen that night before.
Hey, check the camera! Check the camera! I was walking down there getting water. They were on the floor. I put them on top of the fridge
I was awake.
because I didn't want them on the floor.
I mean, but like...
You don't leave clothes on the floor.
And I didn't wear that at all while I've been here. But, and even then, like, I don't really give a fuck. I just don't fuck with liars or thieves. And I just... You know, that's really all I gotta say.
Okay, well, I didn't know, so I can't say anything else.
And I'm not trying to start shit, man. Like, you're getting real worked up. Like, I'm really not trying to start shit.
Okay,
like,
all right.
I'm chill. Like, it's fucking water under the bridge, man. But like,
Cole, for what it's worth, I think denying the panty accusations is the right call.
Shut the fuck up.
I do.
Because I didn't do it.
Like,
Nah.
Okay. Okay. Why were you moved to tears?
I'm kind of an angry crier, so like, it just, and I've had fucked up shit happen to me in the past.
Like what?
Just really personal things that I'd rather not.
Lay it all out there.
Well, I've had people like fuck with my underwear before, and be really gross to me sexually, that I would rather not deal with that kind of shit, and like, I'm putting my foot down about it.
I know this is personal, but could you just make sure you're looking at Cole?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I just answered Ben's question, so.
Just tell
But
Cole,
like,
though.
I just, like, I've been fucked with sexually, and like, people fucking with my underwear, and.
I'm not laughing at you, I was laughing at his reaction.
I didn't
I'm so
think
sorry.
you were.
I promise I'm not laughing at you.
I didn't think you were
I'm not gonna look at Cole's face. Like,
But I just, I just don't fuck with that kind of shit, man, and like I don't stand for it, and that was why I was crying, because I was so fucking pissed. That
Well, the audience knows, and in due time, everyone here will know.
And you know, that's
That I did
cool.
not do
That's
that.
cool,
Like,
man. That's
Megan,
whatever,
I
but-
what was it again? It was like applesauce or whatever. I threw that all in the bunk room. That was all me. I put spinach in bedroom too. That was me. I'm not the painting.
I'm not. I didn't
Okay.
even know about the spinach, bro. Like,
Yeah,
see,
I
like,
guess I cleaned it.
it's not that deep. Like, I really don't give a fuck.
Spinach?
I just don't want people touching my underwear. That's the number one thing. And like, the reason I was moved to tears, Ben, is just because of what I said. Of like, I've had a fucked up past in that sense that I don't fuck with that, and I'm gonna stand up for myself and not let that shit happen at all. Like, I'm not even gonna let it slide once. That's why I got so pissed and came out to everybody and said that. That's the only thing.
That's completely understandable. And I know it's fun and games, we're kind of messing with each other and stuff. I gotta remind everybody though, Cole, there is a line where you can't sexually harass people, okay?
Oh, and it's, what? And I didn't feel.
I haven't even been close.
I know you didn't. I know Cole didn't. Whatever
I sat next to you on the couch like once.
And I'm not saying you did, dude. He's the one that fucking said that, not me. Like, I'm just saying,
Well, tell whoever you need to tell that they can't sexually harass you.
Okay, I mean, I feel like it's pretty asserted at this point.
Message received, Cole?
I mean...
Cools? Oh, boy!
Yeah, like, and it's nothing personal, bro. Like, it's a fucking competition.
That's
I
right.
get it. But, like...
Shinji needs the floor.
Yeah, man. Shinji, you take the floor.
What do you mean?
Floor.
You gotta say something, Shinji.
Oh my god.
You can't just be a handsome, quiet type the whole show. You gotta say some shit.
Okay, so like, what do you want to know about me? Like, why I'm so kind, or like, why I'm so strong like that? Why I'm so smart? Everyone wants to know about that, I think. Because I know that I know that I'm smart because like everyone got bully me like because I'm smart. Yeah, and also that I'm
a little
here.
louder, Shinji.
Okay, I'm here to the money because my parents divorced like when I was fourth grade. Then yeah, my dad never cared about me. Even financially, even I passed good university, like he always wanted until the graduate, until they divorce, like you are going to the good school and you're gonna be doctor. But after they divorced, he never gets shit about me. He doesn't care about me. So like that. Then my mom is Then I became a single mother family, but not wealthy so much, but not poor. It's like lower middle class now, my family. But yeah, even though like my mom tried to get effort, but she's kind of not smart. She never understand my feeling. Like, so I got bullied in the middle school, like from the girls because I'm smart. Like I never effort to the classes, but I got very high score, like top 10 in the middle school. So that's why no one likes me. And also I belong to the kendo club. So but I was weakest because everyone had experience except for me. So that's why like everyone get bullied, like even in the club activity and classroom. But my mom never care about me, never care about that. So that's why she said like, why don't you go to school? Like, why don't you? What's your problem? Like, I'm doing well. Like, but my feeling is not because if I go to school, get bullied me, and yeah. So that's why like, oh, she never understood me. So that's why like, that's the beginning of the I trust no one, even the family, my friends, because yeah, I have friends, but they boys always like teasing me like, hey, like nerd, like I know you never get the chicks like that, yeah. It's kind of like joke for the like men's, but my heart was almost broken because I got bullied at the club and the classroom, and also boys never care about me so much. So yeah, that timing, like yeah, as I said in the, like the before Christmas, yeah. Oh my God, it's not my world. I'm not the main character in this world because. So yeah, that timing I became the clown, like the clown. I try to be nice for everyone because if I try to be nice for everyone, maybe I hope like everyone treat me like well, but it never happened until.
And they just used you.
Yeah.
The same hero.
Trisha also got bullied for being the smartest in school.
Yeah, like that timing I started to focus on the how make the like virtual real world like Matrix and so on, like that's crazy, but there's the only way to escape from the world, this shitty world. Yeah,
it's through entertainment.
Yeah,
that's why it's the main thing that I keep saying is like you want people to be happy.
Yeah,
make things cheap again, allow for fun cheap carnivals again.
Yeah,
and for God's sake, just let people who know how to make good entertainment, just let them do it. Just so that way people can forget about the bullshit, if only for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like I start to like doing the very academic stuff very well. Yeah. But my mother, like she doesn't graduate the university. She just graduated high school, so she doesn't know about any like academic thing. And she doesn't speak English. She doesn't know like anything like about me. But yeah, she just effort. I know she's doing her best, but it's not for me actually. Yeah, even though I graduate, after the community college, even I passed very high rank to university. Hey mom, I got a very good university, but she never cared about us. She just said, I still remember, no one celebrate I passed the UCLA, but like she just said like, oh, so how much does it take? Yeah, it's about money, over the money. Yeah, because even I have any skills and good personality, if I don't have money, it doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Then yeah, as I said, why I started porn actor, like why I started prostitute, because yeah, somehow I got the girlfriend because my friends also like care about. Some of my friends care about me. So like then like he introduced the girl, his girlfriend's sister. Then like we start dating. But actually I don't know how to love people. I don't know how to like dating that way because I was get bullied and my like inferior feelings about the girl is never fixed my how to date because and also I never saw how parents good at the like relationship, so I don't know how the family is, usual family is. Yeah.
It's how you see the other good families are.
Survival and the tank is the recognition, exploration, and integration of one's shadow. Doctorate season pass holder.
You're doing really great. The way you're able to speak so openly in front of everyone about the problems you're experiencing here. You're doing a really good job. Keep it up. I'd love to hear you talk more in the circle. Sorry that you've gone through things, but I hope your time here is enjoyable and you're doing great.
Thanks.
Hope you're feeling good.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
You guys can get back to it.
TJ, thoughts on the other boys in class breaking Shinji's heart?
That's sad, Shinji. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, man. I'm sorry. I kind of was spaced out. Yeah, I'm sorry. But since that happened to you, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I don't know. I hope you're having a better time now. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay, yeah. But yeah, now I'm like, yeah.
Brian, you need to get a job pouring concrete.
Look at you now.
Here.
Fuck these people.
Okay, anyway, yeah. But after I spent the as a like the prostitute, yeah, I didn't live in my home. Like I spent like kind of dorm of the like co-workers. Like they also like they're asshole, but they also struggle with the, like everything like me. So that's why like we shared every struggle, even doing the prostitute at the same time. Yeah, that was huge help for me because everyone has shit, everyone has struggle, everyone has like inferior feeling. So, and also like I did experience a lot of things like threesome with Yakuza and like in the sex dungeon. Then yeah.
What about Yakuza and sex dungeon?
No. Like some Yakuza want to threesome with me, so that's why like I did. With
Jimmy, because you got bumped there.
Yeah, but
Does that
after
mean
I
you're gay?
experienced the like extreme thing, yes, yeah, maybe I definitely get stronger because you know like I survived like some fatal situation. Yeah. I nearly dead sometime, but yeah. That's why like yeah. I'm kind of looks like invincible. Yeah.
Has anybody else in here experienced prostituting themselves?
Jimmy, you should probably just take a moment to tell the camera that the threats you made were a joke.
The threats I made were a joke.
To the camera, though.
The threats I made were a joke.
That was a routine that me and Jimmy worked out earlier for him to make a bunch of threats. I thought it would be funny. It was a joke that he made.
Yeah, it was a good prank, Judge.
It was a good prank, Jimmy. Anyway, back to prostituting. Anybody?
Does anybody have any kind words they'd like to share with Shinji?
Yeah. We have a lot more in common than you think. A lot of what you said, especially with like the girls being mean to you. Like I said, the cunts in my town who were so mean to me that they really helped me realize, you know, I think I know what made Ted Bundy now. Obviously I have no interest in killing a bunch of random people. But yeah, they were cruel to me. Once I got this voice, I was always called stalker, rapist, all this other vile shit every fucking day. And in America, I'd imagine in Japan it's similar. For some reason, my school thought it would be a good idea. Oh yeah, let's have Jimmy be the class punching bag. Yeah. And it's like every fucking time they do that, I'm just sitting there thinking, you really wonder why school shootings happen. You really wonder why Columbine happened. You really wonder why you have all these kids either killing themselves or killing other people because of this shit. In fact, it takes out the key part of society where you allow the bully, the one who's being bullied all the time, to fight back against the bullies, and they bully the bully, and that's what kept things clean. That's what kept things clean for decades. But then when you take that out, it's like, that's when you get a bunch of people killing themselves or snapping and killing others.
Yeah. Most of the school like required like scapegoat like me.
Yeah.
Like yeah, my class teacher doesn't help me so much because like because they care about the girls, the smart girls. Yeah. So that's why like So teacher, parents, my classmates, no one like don't side with me.
And I also had to deal with my parents were, it drove me nuts when I found this out in high school that both my parents were fucking idiots.
A little louder, Jimmy.
It drove me nuts in high school that both my parents were fucking idiots because I'd always get grounded just for getting so much as a C, and they kept kicking me in the fucking ass all the fucking time to get nothing but straight A's in school. And when I picked up piano, they fucking turned that into a job. And eventually I said, you know what, fuck it, I quit. Especially when I found out from like the more and more friends I made that, hey, yeah, the way your parents treat you is actual fucking dog shit. Don't let them tell you this is normal. It's not normal. It's not normal to be treated like the fucking house servant all the fucking time, and for them to force their life goals onto you. While it's like you're doing already infinitely better than they ever did because you chose to stay away from hard drugs. You didn't date a fucking coke dealer in college. And it's like you decided to like actually put your nose to the grindstone to like actually make something of your fucking life. And even then they still fucked me over. Well, Mother Dearest did because she forced me to go into some small college when I said, I don't want that. I don't want that because it's just going to be a repeat of high school and everyone's going to know each other. I'm going to fucking fail. And guess what? I was fucking right, wasn't I, Mother?
Has anyone else in here experienced parental abuse? Or is that just Jimmy? You have?
I mean...
You have? Talk about it.
Well, my dad's a veteran, so he's got a lot of PTSD, and he was just really hard on me. I mean, not like physically, he was just really verbally rough on me, but yeah.
What would he say?
I mean, he would just yell at me about my grades and like with the softball thing.
What's the softball thing?
Well, I played softball for like 10 years, and he was really forceful about it at times.
My dad was the same way. He would try to force me to play team sports, and it's like, I fucking hate team sports.
Well, it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It was just that he like pushed me really hard with it. Like I didn't really have a social life because of it. He was just really hard on me verbally, but
yeah.
I get it because he has a lot of his own problems. That it was, you know, he never married or anything like he never married anybody while I was living with him. Like he never focused on that. He always focused on me, which I'm very thankful for. But he was just really verbally hard on me. That's really the only thing.
Same here.
Trish, why don't you pop in?
Pull up closer to the circle there. Close it in there.
What'd you go through, Trish? Tell everybody.
Growing up, I really felt like my dad was...
You gotta go louder, Trish.
My dad was verbally and sometimes physically abusive. Growing up, he would comment...
Probably gotta be a little louder, everybody.
Okay. Growing up, like, I would say around, like, middle school, I would try to experiment with, like, makeup and, like, clothing, and it would be sometimes, like, I'd wear skirts or something, or I'd wear lipstick, and my dad would call me a slut or something along the lines. So, like, he grew up very differently because he grew up in the Philippines, and like my grandma was...
Teeny bit louder there, but sorry.
My grandma was really hard on him, so like, and also me being the oldest, like they had higher standards for me. So I felt like I got a lot of it. He was just really hard on me, and like we would butt heads a lot of the times, and there was a point of time where my grades were like bad at one point, so I got pulled out of school, and like I was basically homeschooled for like a large portion of like my school life, and so like I feel like that's why I have like really bad social skills, and maybe my priorities were not on point at the time. But yeah, my parents were just pretty hard on me for a lot of my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like the main thing growing up, my family, so from ages like 1 to 17, I only saw my dad like a total of 2 years. Like he was always on tour or always getting deployed somewhere. And like my mom really hated that aspect of her life. Like they met in the Army, and you know, he said he would retire when she did, but he didn't. He stayed in, and she went back to civilian life, and she really like had resentment for him for that. And I'm a lot like my dad. I look like my dad. I act like my dad. I talk like my dad. So if anything went wrong, it was my fault immediately because he wasn't there for her to yell at. So I got it instead. So that was always tough growing up, knowing that like at any moment, like the ball could drop and then like everything would just go to shit just because I'm in the room and look like him. So that was always a really tough thing to grow up with. Like you start to recognize footsteps, all that kind of shit. Like you know how to like make yourself scarce. Yeah, no, you learn how to just not be there, and then like that's definitely affected our relationship now. Like I love my mom to death. Like I always will. Like she's my fucking mother, you know. But it just becomes this thing where you missed out on a lot of the love you could have had as a kid because they were angry at somebody else, and that's tough sometimes.
Yeah, my mom would always anytime my dad caught her doing something fucked, she'd always take her anger out on me, and it got to the point where like she just enjoyed getting me in trouble with him. And after the divorce, my dad did finally realize, oh wait, Beverly was your mother, because that fucking bitch would dig through my phone and anything. She would try to find any fucking reason to stick dad after me.
I would wake up all the time with my mom trying to go through my shit and have my phone like locked out before.
We're gonna switch it up here.
But Brian, Cole's mom bought a Corvette.
What is that?
Oh my god.
That's basically child abuse, Cole.
Yeah.
That money could have went towards you. Went to poor Ben instead.
Sorry, Ben, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to suggest that we mix it up and do an exercise here a little bit. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put each other in one another's shoes, and we'll see how you guys would react as one another in hypothetical situations. Okay? So let's start with Cole. If you were CK, if you were in CK's shoes and you heard everything that Brian had told her earlier, how would you proceed?
I think we should have them close their eyes when they talk about it too.
Agreed. And you would have to close your eyes while you.
Can we have an understand where we close our eyes when we're talking through someone else's?
Okay. So if I was CK Caroline and I had heard all that, what I would do is try my hardest to make amends with Brian and try and stick it out and improve. Because to start things over again with a whole other person, and again, I'm not the best to give advice, but I'm just going to say that you've already been together, you know each other obviously very well, and it's worth another shot.
Now do a speech as CK attempting to win back Brian's affection.
Okay. Brian, you're very tall and you have blue eyes, good genetics, and we can build a good life together, and we can go back to Michigan, and we have each other, we know each other very well, we have the same life outlook, the same morality.
You have to bring up Michigan J Frog, the Michigan soccer.
I don't know what that is, but
just say we can dance with Michigan J Frog.
We can dance with Michigan J Frog. We can take trips to what's it called? Mackinac Island. You know, it's a great vacation spot. And the chemistry between you, I see. Like we can all.
Cole, you're trying to win his love back. Come on.
Oh, Brian. No, they won't deal drugs. That's about
But Jimmy, don't give him funny advice.
Yeah, let's let Cole do this.
Okay, so I need to win him back.
Yes.
So that involves crying.
Or whatever. You got to put yourself in his shoes or her shoes.
Brian, why did you do that to me? Why did you go on the show? You left me, and it was you. It was you. And okay, maybe it was me as well, but. Well, we're both to blame, but we need another shot. So now we're on the show. We'll stick together on the show for a bit. But after the show, we're getting back together. We'll scrounge up whatever little money, or we'll figure something out. And we'll start anew. And what other options do we have? I've seen all the lovey-dovey stuff between you two. Well, we have all the lovey-dovey stuff between us, and we're meant to be. It's so obvious, you know? You might be able to get other ladies, but with me, you feel differently about me. You love me.
There. Okay, now Jimmy, as Brian, how would you end it with CK? Let's say in a hypothetical scenario, you no longer want the relationship to continue, and you would prefer to try to go all the way in the contest, even if it means losing your girlfriend, your on-again, off-again girlfriend of 7 years. So close your eyes and as Brian, end it with KC.
Casey, I literally have no choice but to continue on this show. I get that you want to get back to me. Get back together with me. I would love nothing more than that. If I don't get on this show, I go back to nothing. I starve some more in my shit-ass apartment. I fucking go back to absolutely nothing, and it's like, yeah, I have you, and that's wonderful in and of itself. But just having us together would still just lead to fucking disaster. it would just lead to absolute disaster. We'd both eventually be miserable. We'd get into our old age. We'd both be broke and fucking miserable in this shit-ass country, in this mediocre-ass state, which should be running fucking fine, but it doesn't because the government keeps fucking increasing taxes on everything to send shit to fucking Israel so they can sell it to China, and then China reverse engineers it. Do you think I wanted to have to do this? I fucking didn't. I had no choice but to do this for my own fucking survival.
She's not taking no for an answer now. You need to be a little more forceful.
Then you just need to get fucked at this point because I'm doing this for my own fucking survival. I have no fucking choice. If I don't fucking do this, I'm going to end up dead in the fucking...
But I don't want to break up, Brian. I want to get back together.
That's too fucking bad. We can get back together. Give me till after the fucking show.
Brian, I flew all the way out here.
Why?
You're ending it with me this way?
Whatever the fuck you interpret that as. Go ahead. I don't fucking care. I have no choice for my own survival but to fucking do this.
Well, I'm not leaving. I'm staying.
Well, cool. That's your choice. It's gonna get worse from here.
Okay, you can open your eyes, Jimmy. TJ.
Yeah. TJ, who do you like the least in the house?
Cool. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was coming. I'm sorry.
Okay, TJ, put yourself in Cole's shoes. Okay? Close your eyes.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
You're being...
Your family's awesome.
Your family's
you have
awesome.
a career planned out for you.
Yep.
You have no problems, really. Just visualize that.
Okay. Cool.
You're not at risk for elimination.
So much. So funny.
At the moment. What? Cole's not at risk. At the moment.
Why the hate though? Like that's something people should aspire to be. You know, the stable stuff. You know.
We don't hate you, actually.
Yeah, we don't hate
you.
I know, like I've been messing with people's stuff, but you know.
You've been messing with people's stuff. It's also saying stuff like that's what people should aspire to be, and you can't aspire to have like a safe, stable home if you don't. You know what I mean?
But
like
if you don't have that, you can.
Handicapped people should aspire to be athletes. No, it's not. Like it just doesn't. You're telling them that they should want to be something that they can't. That they can't. You can't work harder and make your mom love you and buy a Corvette. Cool.
Yeah, you can try. Well, so what's the alternative? Do nothing?
Cool. It's just like we're like I don't know. It's I think like I don't think you're a bad person. I'm sure you're a good person and you're really resilient with what you've shown so far, and you've gone and like no one like hates, like as we said, no one hates you, but it's just like
just in the context of the competition, it's bad, right? It's fine.
Well, it's just like it's like how you. It's sort of like how I don't mean like anything bad by it. It's like how you carry yourself. Like I like
I'm an asshole.
No, well, so you have autism, right?
They said that, but no.
They said that.
To be fair to him, like they tried to say that about me, but they didn't take into account. It's like
well, you know, like if I had, you know, I saw this like therapist guy. He's like, oh, you're OCD, you're blah blah blah. Like you talk to someone else, they'll give you something different, right?
Yeah, but it's just like your attitude, you know, like you seem things. you kind of take things personally, and you're sort of sensitive, and like you just react badly to things, and like they're not that bad, and well, it's just like you just sort of I don't know, like, and sort of like how you're like trying, like I think like you're generally trying to help people, and I believe that, I believe, but it's just that like at least when you say it, it just sounds wrong. It sounds like you're like speaking from like a privileged position. Right, like you're sort of like I don't know, like you're like on a pedestal. I don't mean anything by that. You're kind of like on a pedestal, and it sounds like you're sort of like like telling Brian he can do like things are possible where they're probably not, and like he doesn't like take that personally, I believe, but it's like
it's valid. It's valid. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
So, and so sorry.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Hey, TJ, do you have a list? Or did you ever struggle with a speech impediment?
What? A list?
Did you struggle with a speech impediment?
I guess slightly.
Okay, because I've just noticed that you do have the lisp tongue going on. I was just curious about that.
Okay.
Look, it's like if you watch him talk, it's like the tongue goes a little bit to the side, kind of like Donovan Cripdaddy does a bit, and it's like I know that's like a sign of like there's a time where like he may have had like a lisp or something. It's nothing personal. It's just I know that it's like, huh.
You're good, Jimmy. I'm not offended.
Does anyone in here like Cole?
All of my favorite, well, I shouldn't say favorites. All of my strongest allies are gone. So
I don't say like I dislike Cole. It's just it's like
someone has to be the asshole, right? So
yeah. So like
no, it's just you are on a pedestal. Like when you just said someone has to be the asshole, like I just imagined you like saying that from a fucking pedestal.
Yeah.
From that's a cop out. No, you don't have to be the asshole.
Okay.
Like.
It's not the biggest asshole competition. It's like fucking.
Like no one dislikes you. It's just that like in a house full of people that are very different from one another, and we're forced to be competitive against one another. You just sort of single yourself out as the person that most people probably like. Want out first.
When you were doing the squats, you said to Brian that you were gonna quit because he has less than you, and that's like I don't know how to explain that. How arrogant? That's like an arrogant thing to say.
Well, what else was I supposed to say?
Brian,
I'll beat you. I'll win. We're in a competition. You're a man. I want like you and I should both walk away from this with like male dignity. So I'm gonna compete.
Well, I wanted to say something like that, but then I thought people would call me a fag or something.
Well,
but then I cried in front of people, so then
it's like who cares what these fuckers say, man?
Cool. When you were doing the squats with Brian, and Brian was like sort of like opening himself up. Just let me talk. He said, well, no, he's just saying shit that was tough. And you said like I gotta wake up at 4 o'clock. It's like, and it's like, dude, like I gotta wake up early for my job too. But I'm not. It's just like, you don't have to like prove anything. You just.
I'll stand by this. I said this only a couple times before. Like I'm not gonna win. I know that. I'm just here to make content.
But
yeah.
But dude, you should want to win. You're here.
Well, okay, then
Yeah, well, so that's this thing I like was trying to like talk to you like the day after. I was trying to say, I was like even it's like let's say like our life is perfect. You should still try to win and do your best, and absolutely. And I mean, I don't think you're not doing that, but if you should be here to win it. If you're here, I mean.
Yeah, like I'm sorry to interject, but like. I don't want my ass to get eliminated by somebody who's not here to win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to fucking win.
But I thought if I was all like, oh, I'm here to win, I'm screwing
but I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it that
Why are you thinking? Why do you have to think about what people think to make an opinion?
Yeah.
Why do you have to do that every single time? Just say what you think.
I hadn't thought about it like that, so okay.
I'm just saying, like, I'm here to win. Like, I have fucking nothing either. Like, I don't have shit to myself either. But I don't want to get eliminated by somebody who isn't here to win.
Is here fucking around.
Like, I'm not here to fucking lose. I'm here to win. I'm not trying to be cocky about it, but I'm here to win. I'm not here to fuck around and get viewers and make content. I don't give a fuck. It's a camera. It's there.
That's a good point.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna live my fucking life and compete and win. I don't want to get beat by somebody who's not serious about it. And I'm sorry, TJ, and I'm sorry, Cole. No, it's nothing personal, man, but seriously.
I'm not mad at
I just had to get that out.
I think you're all right. So I will work on that.
Go ahead, TJ. I'm sorry.
I think I'm out of words to say at the moment.
Okay, TJ, put yourself in Cole's shoes. Okay. Close your eyes.
Cigarette,
Cigarette for Shinji. If you were Cole, okay, and you had no allies, what would you say? How would you apologize to people? How would you win favor back? What would you say?
Be like,
as Cole, nice and loud.
Hey guys, sorry guys, I don't know, I was, well, I don't know, it's a different situation. I haven't been here before. There's a lot of shit going on. I don't know. I didn't intend to.
I haven't been here before. There's a lot of shit going on. TJ, try to actually think, like, what is Cole's problem? It's not that he's not willing to apologize. It's that he's thinking about shit, like, from rich kid perspective, basically.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Sorry. Guys, sorry. Wait a minute.
Do it without saying sorry. So we don't need to hear sorry from Cole.
Okay.
If Cole says sorry, I'm not going to believe it anyway.
Okay. Fellas. It's like, I don't know, I didn't.
TJ, can I give you some tips here?
Sure.
You want to win this, right?
I do.
Okay, you are actually, surprisingly, people like you a lot because of you're willing to play along. You haven't balked at the twerking stuff. I think people think you're funny. You haven't pissed anybody off yet. Viewers, I mean. But you do have to be willing. You don't have to be willing. You don't have to be an asshole to people, but you do have to be willing to say like real shit. Does that make sense?
I mean, I'm just.
You know Cole has a problem, right?
Yeah.
Think of Cole as what I was to you when I had to call you mommy.
Okay.
I don't think that makes sense, Jimmy.
I'm just saying he can be me.
You know Cole has like a personality problem.
Yes.
Okay. So just close your eyes. Think about what his personality problem is, and get to elaborating and just be brave, man. If you want to win, listen. We got to look at financials, but we're talking about money. We're gonna get back to you about money conclusively soon. We're building a visual display to make it make sense to y'all of what money looks like. So it's a reminder. But TJ, just dig deep here. Say something real to Cole.
As Cole?
Either way.
Okay. So. Okay. Well, to be honest, you just kind of come off as like privileged. You come off as like you expect people to just like bow down and obey to you and be nice. Like when we were having that one night and the trash got everywhere, like you were back there like not helping at all, and it seems like maybe you have, I haven't noticed, but it doesn't seem like you've like cleaned anything or like cooked. And honestly, I haven't cooked either, but it's just like when you have like this attitude where like you're always on the defensive, and it wasn't always like that. But now you are on always the defensive because you've sort of created this problem for yourself. And it's just like, I don't know, you just have to like just sort of chill out. Like no one, like at least I'm pretty sure most people like wouldn't have a problem with you if you just sort of just chilled out and like, I don't know, just went with the punches, took the jokes, sort of like, I also just try to like think about like sort of what we're doing, just try to put yourself in like each other's shoes. Like if I were you, I probably wouldn't like bring up some like stuff about you having to work early after Brian told me that. After Brian told me all that, it's like I would just like personally, I would just you know, just take it and just like you don't have to prove anything. You're you're here. You want to win. That's fine.
Yeah, and Cole, like when I was saying all that shit during the lifting, like that wasn't to like shit on you. That was literally like I was at a complete point of exhaustion, and I had to like motivate myself and remind myself like how fucked up like things are.
You started talking, so I was thinking of things to say, and whatever
you're fine.
just came out.
You're fine. But that's kind of what we're saying here, though. Like the things that you just naturally say, like most people don't talk like that, man.
Yeah.
Like most people do not speak that way to other people or about themselves. Like that's just not how most people talk, bro.
Yeah.
Cole, do you think you're being unfairly persecuted?
No, I think it's valid. I mean,
a little bit louder, Cole.
No, I think it's valid. Personality. I don't know if I'd say personality disorder, but maybe quirky is the word. I don't know.
The word Judge used was personality problem.
Personality problem.
No one accused you of having a personality disorder.
Personality quirks are okay.
I think it's valid. All of your criticism, and I'll take that as constructive. And I'll be nicer, maybe is the word.
Yeah, they are constructive. Like we're trying to like you.
Yeah. Not nicer, Cole. Just stop being a rich kid.
Okay.
How many of your situations are truly just because of your upbringing, or how many of you just didn't work hard enough?
I feel like
I'd say it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
Is part of the hatred for Cole coming from his hatred is not the right word. Ask yourselves how much of your annoyance with Cole comes from his affluency of resources before the show, and now even on the show. Look at his hands.
It's up here. Not really.
Look how many cigarettes he sold.
That doesn't play a part at all. Like, I know plenty of people that grew up pretty wealthy. Like I
don't. A little bit louder. Make sure you're looking at Cole.
Okay.
Look at Cole's hand.
Well,
look
like
at the cigarettes.
I don't give a fuck about the cigarettes. Like I've grown up with plenty of people around me, plenty of friends who've had married parents, and they were able to get a car at a certain age, and they had everything lined up financially. That doesn't matter. Like that doesn't fucking matter at all.
It's about the inside.
It's the personality. Like it's.
Yeah, like I don't want to.
Sorry, I don't want to sound like a fucking asshole.
You keep saying, well, I am.
I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole,
There's
but
degrees
it's like
to it.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's like very narcissistic of you. Like, you know, like that's the best I can say. Like, I don't give a fuck about your upbringing. It's just the case, like the way you hold yourself and the way you act towards all the rest of us, and like.
It got so much worse with like TTS too. By like the second day, like with all of it coming in, like you just you went from just being like, oh, this guy's like a bit of a dick, but like like I'm just getting to know him, and then like right when the TTS started coming through, it was like this guy like is you
feeding off of it.
Yeah, he's the main character.
Yeah, and you just come off really smug a lot of the time, man. Like, there's so much shit you say to me where it's like clearly a backhanded compliment.
A little bit louder, Brian.
There's like so much shit you say to me where it's like clearly a backhanded compliment, and it's just like I don't think I'm fucking stupid. Like I'm not. Like I'm a fuck up, but I'm not stupid.
Like Cole. Like what you just
Cole.
Like when Taylor was just talking to you. He was like, "There's degrees to it," and that's part of like
Cole
the problem.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, TJ, but Cole thinking people are stupid. That's like, it's not just that he got like a $70,000 lifted truck at age 20 or whatever. It's that he thinks people are stupid.
And it's like, Cole. It's like when Taylor was just talking to you and you interrupted. Like there's degrees to it. It's like you don't have to say anything. You just like listen and just be quiet and like when just listen to her and like think about it.
Can you tell how much he's not listening to you? Like he's looking up at the ceiling.
Constructive criticism, bro. Constructive criticism. That's all. I mean.
Like I don't know. I don't know. I have like a listening problem too. Not to be rude to Shinji, but I did like sort of phase out. But
your listening problem is that you're kind of a space cadet. It's not that you think people. It's not that you think you're like better than the person talking.
no, it's like well, it's like cool. It's like cool, like I know you're saying that you like understand what we're getting at, but at the same time, I feel like you don't truly get it. It just feels like you're just saying that because you were telling you all this and you wanted to stop.
Like you're trying to mediate yourself. Like you're just trying to like make it neutral again, and and cover your own ass. And like I said,
a little louder, guys.
Oh, well, it's like you're trying to mediate yourself and cover your own ass. And like it's nothing personal, bro. Like maybe no one's ever told you this before, but like it is like, you know, like a very crucial part of life. Like if you were to act like that to, you know, just like random fucking people, like people will be like, damn, this guy's an asshole. I'm not gonna be friends with him because he thinks he's better than me and doesn't want and you know, thinks people are stupid. But like, you know, it's just constructive criticism. Like I said, it's nothing personal. Like we're having to live together. Like I'm gonna be cool with you. I'm not gonna fuck with your shit, and I hope you don't fuck with my shit. Like it's mutual, bro. Like I don't give a fuck about your upbringing. I don't care about that. Like I feel like we should at least tell you that you're like kind of a narcissist. That's all.
I think it runs in my family.
Yeah, I mean, and I get that. Like, maybe, you know, maybe your dad is like that, or maybe your mom's like that, and that's just like the only, fuck, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like, the only person that you have to look up to is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like your only figure in life could be like that, and you don't realize it. Like. That's all that's all I'm saying.
If the person you model yourself after, your father figure is narcissistic, or whoever is narcissistic, you said it runs in your family, your job is to carry on the things that your parents did right, but also to correct their wrongs. Yeah. And listen, I'm going to tell you something real. Stupid people are capable of, from time to time, saying things that are profound. And smart people are equally capable of saying fucking retarded, egotistical stuff that means nothing all day.
The amount of people I know with PhDs who are just absolute retards is staggering.
Well, something to like think about, like I mean sincerely, like if we're just gonna keep this going, like something to really think about is like, you know, like you have a lot of fans. They don't know you, they've never met you. We've met you, and we all have a problem with you, and it's the same problem, you know what I mean?
Like we're literally not trying to attack you, right? We're just like just saying like our issue with you.
Yeah, like the one time you opened up to me was about how like, and it's like you bring it up, like you brought it up like 3 times now, and like I understand, but like you always talk about like, oh, I can't maintain a relationship. Like, dude, this is why.
Yeah, it's me.
This is 1,000% why, man. I'm sorry, but like it's true. It's gonna fall apart every time if this is how you're gonna be. Like that's just how it's gonna work, man. And like every time I try to give you advice about girls, like you think I'm trying to big dog you. I'm like, no, like I see this as an actual problem for you. I see this bothers you, and I'm trying to fucking help you with that. Because, like, yeah, it's like maybe the one thing I could help you with.
What do you think I should start by doing?
Just humble yourself, man. That's step one. Just humble yourself, dude. Like think about others. Like think about what you're saying to someone. Like think about how you would feel if people were saying that shit to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all.
Like you fucking hate having to deal with the snooty private school kids, right?
Yeah, don't become that.
And it's
like, you're better than that, man.
Yeah, it's like the best way to get back at them is to do better, but you can't do better than them socially if you carry on with that attitude and you think that's normal, because private schools are shit. Trust me, they are, 90% of them are fucking dog shit. They're really overhyped.
Getting ganged up on pretty hard here. Yeah. How does it make you feel being the only one in the tank with no allies?
Not good.
Do you want allies, or do you?
I would like them.
Okay.
Well, I would have said the lone wolf stuff works, I guess, but allies are good, friends are good, so I'd like them.
Is any of this getting through?
Yes.
Okay. You do understand what they're saying to you, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Seriously, yes.
Okay. So
move on.
Let's move on. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe we need to work around to a new topic now.
Show tunes.
CK, do you think Brian's gonna win?
I don't know.
If you
There's a lot of like strong competitors right now.
If Brian loses, why would he lose?
I think it'd be close with somebody else.
It'd be what? A little louder.
I think it'd be close with somebody else. Like
Make sure you look at him when you're talking.
Be like a poll or something, like something out of your control.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Do you want Brian to win?
I do, of course.
Even if it means the end of your relationship?
Sure.
It's not a very... It's not
Don't let her off with sure, man.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Well, do you want Brian to win?
I do, of course. Yes. I know that would help him out tremendously.
Are you willing to give up the relationship if it means Brian wins?
Why do I have to do both?
Well, you got to look at him.
Why do I have to do both?
Give an answer.
Yeah.
Yes, so yes.
Okay. Are you here? Are you here to help Brian win, or are you here to win his affection back?
I want to help him win.
It's not what it sounded like earlier.
I came here because I was worried about you.
Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Don't fucking worry about me. Like, I'm used to this shit by now. Like I said, like, it's 90% of TTS is Brian's gay, Brian's a cuck, Brian's a fag, all this shit.
I got a question. Is that okay?
That's like, fine. And I'm used to it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I knew coming into this. I was like, knowing the fan base.
You don't have to call me sir, Jimmy.
Looking at like a guy like me, there's no like, why would they like me? You know what I mean? So like, I came in here knowing I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get shit on, and that's fine. Like, that's like a completely expected thing. Like, why so don't fucking worry about me. You're fucking yourself up, and you're fucking me up by doing that, to be perfectly honest. Like, you being here is nerfing my ass. Like, it is a disadvantage. If you want to help me, don't be a fucking disadvantage. I'm sorry. But like, do you have any idea how much of a distraction you have been? This is like the quietest day I've fucking had. Because like, you cannot do this shit to me right now. Like, straight the fuck up. You cannot.
Trish and Shinji, switch chairs. Okay, Trish, close your eyes. You're going to be CK. Now, actually, scratch that. You're going to be Brian. How would you convince CK to leave the show? Objectively speaking, CK leaving would be an advantage for Brian. It's one less person he has to knock out of the competition. And you want to win, so as Brian, close your eyes and convince.
Josie wasn't here. Well, Josie, did you miss us, JJ?
What's going through your... do you feel like you're making progress with Brian? Or are things just slowly getting worse?
You gotta answer them.
I have nothing to say.
You have to fucking say something.
I don't want to talk. Like, this is too much for me. Like, can you respect that?
Well,
like,
this is group.
Just,
this
like,
is
way too much.
But we're trying to come to an understanding. We have to speak about this. I know it's hard for you, but this is...
I don't care.
Well, that's not really the point whether we care or not. We're still trying to come to an understanding.
Like, you gotta get over that fucking part.
I feel angry right now,
Yeah,
Brian.
I know you're angry. I can feel it. I can see it in your fucking eyes. I've looked at your face long enough to know when you're pissed off. I know you're pissed off.
I'm disappointed.
You have every right to be disappointed and pissed off. Like, you do.
Like I'm hurt.
Yeah. I understand that. Like, do you think this is fucking easy for me?
I've always been there for you.
I know.
Just wait till I'm not.
That's fine. Maybe that's what I fucking needed to actually get my shit together. I don't fucking know.
I fucking tried.
Okay, you did. You did. Maybe that's just how fucked up I am. That you could try for 7 years and it doesn't fucking get anywhere.
Yeah.
Brian, why are you treating me this way? I thought you'd be excited to see me. How am I the bad guy for helping you?
Look, I know you thought I'd be excited to see you, but like, why would I be excited to see you in a place like this?
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, you should have stayed home. Like, you really did not make the right choice coming here.
I see that.
And like, you know, this, like, I don't hate you. I'm not even mad at you. I'm just like, it's just a big what the fuck.
That's how I feel
Well,
right
and the
now.
other thing too.
What the fuck?
Well, no, hey, here's the other thing too. Like, if they're willing to fly you out here on Christmas to surprise me, like, what else are they willing to do? Like, you didn't fucking run that through your head? I mean,
thought
like,
about it. I thought we'd be able to handle it.
why would you be like, Caroline? Like, all this, like, oh, I want to get you out of here. I'm worried about you. Like, I'm already in it. This is what I was trying to tell you last night. Those are like, you just wait. Like, you don't get this place. Like, you fucking think you do. Like, you don't understand. And I tried to really get that through your head last night that I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to see you. It's nice.
You did this for us, damn it.
Yeah, okay, well, that wasn't the right move. There was other things you could have done. You could have focused on yourself and, like, you could have just started building up yourself as a better fucking person. You could have made steps to get out of the serving industry. That would have been the better move. You think I want to talk about this shit in front of all these people?
About Trish.
Like, I don't want to fucking talk about this shit either, but I'm going
in
to.
your life, Brian. I'm in it too. I do understand.
Like, none of this is this hasn't been easy from day fucking one. And obviously, like, it's way harder than it ever has been right fucking now. But guess what?
I think what hurts me the most is that this show is only 6 weeks. Your life's gonna continue on after this show.
I know that.
Let's just think about that.
Oh, I am thinking about that. I thought about that all fucking night. I thought about that, like, all fucking night last night, all fucking day, which is why when I came back upstairs, like, I'm not leaving. I thought this through big fucking time. And then, you know what, like, not to be a fucking faggot, but after reading that Dharma Bums and getting a good sleep, like, that really put a lot into fucking perspective for me. I know it's a gay-ass statement to make, but, like, that did put a lot in perspective.
It's good enough, Brian.
Like, there's a lot with self-improvement that I need to do. All right, like, I understand that, but, like, you really need to, like, stop taking it so personally when I'm trying to take control of my fucking life. You have to, you cannot take that personally.
Sorry, I am.
That's fair, but, like, it's just...
I just thought you loved me.
I do love you, Caroline, but, like, why the fuck would you come here thinking, like, oh, yeah, the, like, crazy-ass reality show where they get put through a bunch of stuff. I'll go on there and win my like, ex-boyfriend
You can't stop using
back.
victim
Like, it's
language,
not...
Brian. Why can't you accept that I'm the bigger victim objectively?
You are the bigger victim objectively, which is why I keep saying, why the fuck did you come here? You made everything worse for me and yourself by doing that. Like, you thought the cameras would come out and it would just be like a big family Christmas? You came in here and I was zip-tied. Like, it didn't hit you then? Like, come on. Like, I'm not denying that you're the bigger victim here. I completely understand that. Like, you are definitely going through it worse than me right now. Like, for fucking sure. I understand that. The rug really got pulled out from under you of what you thought this was going to be.
Yeah, I feel like you're Cole right now. Your pedestal talking me down.
I'm not trying to talk you down. I just don't know.
Fuck you.
That's fine.
Like you're like this is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Why did you come? You thought
If
it would
I'm
be
the bigger
good?
victim, why are you being mean to me in front of 35,000 people?
I'm not trying.
I love you and you mistreat me.
I'm not trying to mistreat you, Caroline. It's just like I'm not gonna fucking lie to you here.
You said you're used to him mistreating you?
It's not the first time.
Elaborate.
We were together for 7 years.
To him.
We were together for 7 years, Brian.
I know I was never the best boyfriend. I should have treated you a lot better.
That's why don't you think there's a reason why I'm not fucking crying right now?
Caroline, you are not
even cry anymore.
You are not looking at the bigger fucking picture, and that was always the fucking problem. Like you really like for real. You don't think about the future, and I talked about that with you all the fucking time. That you don't think about it. You don't think things, Caroline. You don't think things through. Like this is not to hurt you. I'm not trying to say this shit to hurt you and upset you, but it's just like, what is it gonna take for you to understand that like I have to fix myself before like I can go on and do fucking anything else? Like I'm sorry, but like.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm selfless. I'm sorry. I just think of people before myself.
Yeah, well, like if that's how you are, then why would you come on something like this?
If you were a real man, you'd just tell me I'm right and get me out of here.
You are right. Like I'm not denying anything you said. I'm not denying anything you said. Like everything you're saying is valid. I'm not defending myself of my own fucking actions. I'm explaining to you the motivations of my fucking actions.
I'm gonna just be real with you real quick though.
A little louder, Jimmy.
I'm gonna be real with you real quick though, KC or CK. Sorry, I'm bad with names. This isn't anything to do with the relationship. I swear to you, you gotta get out of that selfless mindset. It's led to me nothing but ruin.
He's right.
I swear to you upon the little I hold dear, that last exit.
I'm learning that. I am.
Jimmy, say that one more time.
That last ex I keep rambling on about, the one that I literally went starving and homeless and went down to 160 pounds for, that was my last act of selflessness, and I've struggled with that my whole life. People will just use you. It sucks, but the selfless thing is a fucking scam. I promise you, from what little I hold dear. I'm not talking about you and Brian's relationship right now. I'm just telling you as someone who's been through it again and again and again.
I'm here where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Like, I swear to you, it's just like, it's gonna be fucking difficult because you don't want to be a dick and you know what it's like to be hurt, but it's just gonna fucking ruin you no matter what. You gotta wait until someone proves that they're worth being selfless for and that they're gonna be selfless for you right back in the same manner. And it fucking sucks. It's gonna take forever to find someone like that, but that's just my 2 cents.
And I want to say something.
A little louder, Trish.
So I've been in a 7-year relationship too, and like
just start handing that.
I was always the one who wanted it to make it work, and like I always thought like we've been together for so long, and like I've done everything I could do to like prove my love to you, and like I even married this person, and like even at the end of it, like it still didn't work. Everything I did was still not enough. And I realized like we needed to work on ourselves, and like I really felt like and nothing was getting anywhere because we really didn't have our shit figured out. And I can see like Brian's point of view because like he wants to like get his career shit figured out and like be financially stable, and like yeah, I get like you love him and like I'm sure he loves you, but like
thank you.
Shit like that, the financial part like plays a big part of it, and like
No, I understand that, and that's we've talked about this hundreds of times. I understand that. I'm sorry we had to reiterate it to thousands of people, Brian. I'm really sorry.
You did that.
I didn't want to do this.
Yeah, apparently you did. You should have just told them no.
I should have.
Yeah. You should have spent Christmas with your family. Like, I'm not trying to shit. Like obviously I was happy to see you. Like, I don't fucking hate you or anything like that. But like, I just don't understand like why you thought like this would work here.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking rationally because I was just upset.
Yeah, like you should have just calmed the fuck down and just stayed home and waited.
You'd have been just as upset as I was.
Yeah, and I completely get that. And I'm sorry about that, and I really am. But like we're not dating. We keep like just grasping at each other, thinking like, oh yeah, like this it'll be okay this time, it'll be okay this time. But it's like you said, it is familiarity. And you know, I'm done with familiarity. Like that's another reason I came on here. I knew this would be like a huge switch up in my fucking routine. And so like I'm just tired of the same old shit all the fucking time. Stagnation is like death. I can't. Like I could literally just feel my fucking like life fading away every fucking day, just waking up like that, just doing the same fucking shit.
You're doing the same fucking shit.
I know.
I've been doing a lot of self-discovery this last like 4 months since we.
That was good. That was the whole point of it.
You act like I've done no progress whatsoever.
It's not.
And it really fucking hurts.
I don't think you have. I don't think you haven't made any progress, but you have had very little understanding of my own progress and how much more I have to tackle than you.
I do understand. I know exactly where you're coming from right now.
Do you? Because like you're taking this insanely personally. Like obviously, like I get okay. Like no shit, you're gonna take it personally, but like.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
I just don't know what you thought was gonna happen.
Brian. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I said, I'm
like,
sorry.
You should like I get it was uncomfortable.
And I'm apologizing to you.
You should have kept watching the show, and then you would have been like, oh yeah, fuck that, no.
Shinji, what do you make of this whole situation?
What do you mean?
Between these two, what are your thoughts?
No, I can understand both of the feelings. Yeah, because 7 years is long, but yeah. It's the scary thing, like nothing happened to you, right? Yeah, and also like I'm understanding your rushing feeling, and now you have to do something to do, like understandable. Yeah. At the same time, I understand she pays the action because this show is not definitely for the relationship. But I understand like maybe there's no opportunity to like fix like big event like that. Because the 7 years long, but there's nothing progress, so it's gonna be huge event for like each other. That's why like maybe she wanted to like any movement, like any progress of the relationship. Yeah, that's why like you're here, right? I don't know about that, but yeah. That is my. I understand both of the feeling. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
It's just a shit situation.
Yeah.
Like that. Like if you know it's all being live streamed, like I don't know why the fuck you would want to like fix something so personal in front of so many people.
I guess what hurt me the most, Brian, was when before you left, we were really like working things out. Like things were getting a lot better. And before you left for the show, you said you were doing this for us.
Yeah.
You said you were trying to help us get out.
Yeah, because like if I made the fucking money and I came back and I decided I still wanted to be with you, then it wouldn't have been like starting over again. It would have been a new fucking thing. But then you get here and you're like 2-3 fucking days in and like you don't think about the outside world in here. I don't know about you guys, but like sure I miss my like I'm not thinking about them. That shit has been blocked the fuck out of my mind.
There's no point in thinking about it.
Yeah, it's fucking futile. You didn't fly all this fucking way, spend all this fucking time, go through all this fucking pain just to go back home because you're like, oh, I can't take it. Fuck that. Like I can take it. You know how much like again, like I said, like I've been through so fucking much. I can take it.
I know you can. I believe in you.
TJ, what do you make of all this?
You said it to the camera every fucking day. Hey, CK, I'm doing this for you. Then I come here and it's different. You liar.
So, like, I talked about CK like 3 times to the camera.
I've never had a 7-year relationship. So, I don't know.
If you had to draw a line, who would you say is in the right and who's in the wrong?
I don't mean this in a bad way to anyone, but I would have to unfortunately
Cole, fuck these people. They are crowds in abundance.
Brian's
Don't let them pull you down with them. Win.
Why?
Well,
speak up too.
Well, it sounds like.
Hey, yo, Cole, fuck these poor losers.
Like a
rich
fan,
niggas got problems more important
like
than which soup kitchen to eat
you've
at.
seen like
Psych
the
Gang
first
J.
season of the show, and that you're a fan, and like, I'm like, you know, when you love
Jimmy
someone,
has been
you
messing
gotta
with
like
Kayla's
try,
underwear,
but like
sniffing them even. It was Jimmy, not
I don't
Cole.
know, like it's just like I just don't know what you were like expecting like coming on here. It's like
Hello, sexual predator here.
this is like there's people like these people don't take anything seriously, and like the production doesn't really take. It's like it's like a comedy. It's like a show. It's like it's like this is sort of like the thing they like sort of thrive on. So it's like I'm not trying to like be mean to you at all. Like I just like if I was like in a similar situation as Brian, and like I personally wouldn't want to see like anyone I know on this show, because like I just know like yeah, like I'm gonna have to like worry about them, and like what people say, and you know what people do, and it's like I don't know, it's like it's just like it's I don't it's like I just I don't know, like yeah.
And to be honest, CK, like, I completely understand you, like, coming here for him, like, because, like I said, I would have done the same fucking thing, too. It's just, like, if it wasn't in this situation, it would be, like, way better, in my opinion. I mean, that's the most I can give. Like, I'm not saying, like, you're fucked up for doing this, because...
I have a lot of regret right now.
Oh, and I completely understand that, but I completely understand you hopping on a plane on Christmas coming here, too, because, like I said, I would have done the same thing.
Everything.
Yeah, like, I would have done the same fucking thing. Like, don't beat yourself up too much about it, because it's, you know, it really shows, like, your true feelings towards him, you know, and I get it.
Like, you shouldn't be ashamed that you like feel all this love. You were probably like manipulated a little to be on here, so it's just like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's just like I wouldn't want to see anyone I know in real life on the show. It would be distressing.
In my case, it would be, no offense to production, but it would be suicide, because the homies I hang out with, they would go out with a vengeance, and if it's like an enemy, they would just become a snuff film.
Did you say that louder?
I said no offense to production, but I'm in the opposite feet, because it's like, if the friends I hang out with, if this were to happen, they would go out with one hell of a bang. Production does not need that, and if it's an enemy, this would become a snuff film.
Got it.
Okay. Cole, what are you thinking right now?
About the relationship problem? Am I qualified to talk about it? That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that I'm not qualified enough to talk about it, at least tonight. But I hope that they both make amends. So, yeah.
Here's my thing with like making amends. It's just like, there's no amends to make. The situation is still the same as it was before I fucking left. That's like the craziest part about this to me. Like, obviously I love you, but like, we were not dating. Like, and if you wanted me back, you should have just worked on the stuff that we were talking about that made us break up in the fucking first place.
What are you trying to do?
I know, but then coming on this show was not the right move for that. Like this is killing me to see you cry right now. I'm like having to like do it in the fucking venue like this, but like this is exactly what I was worried about. Like, did you think I was like bluffing last night when I kept telling you like, well, I'll get used to it here? I'm like, no, the fuck, like this is not what you think it is. And like you just couldn't see that until fucking now, unfortunately. Like you should have understood that from the get-go. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm coming off as an asshole right now. I know I get to be a fucking dick live stream right now. But like, I'm just being honest with you.
Sorry, CK, I'm famous now. Trish is hella sexy. Watching C in 1 hour chilling with Trish at the Reef. Big Brian W.
Right, but all right. So either way, like, I just don't understand like why you thought things would be different because I was on a show where I knew things were gonna be fucked up. I came into it like mentally prepared to just get shit on 24/7 because that's what I have to live with anyway. Like that is why I was so willing to do this, is because it's just like, yeah, like my life is already dog shit. Put me through hell and maybe I'll get some money out of it. Like I don't like it's. I just don't get like not like I know I already brought it up, but like it is a little offensive that you thought you could just like show up here and pull me out of here when it's like no, like I've put a lot of time into this already. Okay, like I sacrificed my holidays. I fucking left work. I probably don't have that fucking job anymore. I mean, I don't even really want that fucking job anymore. Fuck working in a fucking restaurant at this fucking age. But like, this is just crazy to me. Like, I just like, I don't know why you thought this would be like. I just don't understand. Like, I get you were hurt. I completely understand that, and I'm sorry for that. But like, that's also like that's been a part of a relationship for a minute. Like you always like I get attention from women. I know you've always hated that, but that was always something you kind of had to deal with. I mean, like the amount of friends you've had that have just like gotten butt ass naked in front of me trying to fuck. Whenever you leave the room or you go fucking run road, like whatever the fuck it is, and nothing ever happened. Like it's insane that you just can't learn to cope with like the fact that like that shit's gonna happen. And then like you said one time too, you're like, yeah, well I don't want to like be with a guy that like can't get laid and shit like that. And it's like that's not a positive fucking thing to look for in a person. I don't know. It's just this hurts like fucking hell. But like I was saying. You block, like at least for me, I have completely blocked out my fucking personal life the second I open the door in here. Like that is how you survive this shit. And obviously, it is insanely personal right now. But like, I get that you missed me. I missed you too. I miss my family. Like, all that type of shit. But like, I'm sorry, that is not where my head's at right now. I didn't come all this way. I didn't drop fucking everything and come all this way just to leave 7 days after because my ex shows up. I'm sorry, but like that, I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I know it's not very eloquent, but like I'm sorry. Like I keep being a repeating record here, but like, yeah.
Show of hands. Who's on Jimmy's side? Who's on CK's side? Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm too alpha bitch. I get pussy all the fucking time. Sorry, I'm not a short.
Who's on Brian's
bitch.
side? Raise your hand. Nice and high so the cameras can see.
On Brian's side, y'all. Who do we got? That's quite a few people. There's everybody except Cole who raised his hand last. Cole, you're on CK's side. You can't hide from me. I got Gatorized. All right, y'all. That was a good session. I think we can wrap it up. We can wrap that up, y'all. Cole, let me come talk to you privately. Y'all go ahead and enjoy your dinner.
Check out Hobo Joe 421. Thank you. Big Smitty, thank you for the recommendations out here. Free Alpha.